The first sign something is wrong is the silence. Michael does not greet me when I step into the living room. The television is off, the fan is on, but the air feels thick. His phone is on the center table, face down, like a warning. He sits on the single chair near the window, elbows on his knees, staring at the floor as if he is waiting for me to confess. In my handbag, the small plastic packet presses against my palm like it is burning through the fabric. I stop by the doorway and force my voice to come out steady. You are back early. He lifts his head slowly. His eyes are flat. Come and sit. I do not move. I already know the tone. It is the same tone he uses when the generator stops working and he wants someone to blame. If you love stories where the underestimated rise and the proud fall, stay with me till the end. You will want to hear how this one unfolds. And if stories where truth finally speaks and justice finally shows up matter to you, subscribe so you do not miss the next one. Michael stands up. He walks to me like a man who has made a decision. In his right hand is a small paper bag from the pharmacy near the junction. He shakes it gently. My chest tightens. I went to pick up my medication, he says. The pharmacist greeted me. He was smiling too much. He said, "Congratulations in advance." I swallow. Congratulations for what? He tips the bag over the table. A small box drops out, white and pink. A brand name I wish I had never seen with my own eyes. Birth control. I stare at it like it is a snake. Michael taps the box with one finger. Explain to me why my wife is taking this. My mouth opens, then closes, as the words pile up behind my teeth. Too many at once. Fear, anger, shame, the memory of my last hospital visit, the doctor's quiet warning, the way my body has been struggling since the miscarriage 8 months ago, the way Michael has refused to hear any of it. I was not trying to hide, I say, and immediately I know it sounds weak. Michael lets out a short laugh. You are not trying to hide, yet you are taking it in secret. His voice grows sharper. Faith, are you trying to stop my children from coming? I take a step forward, trying to pull the conversation back from the edge. Michael, please, it is not like that. I have been to the hospital. The doctor said I need time. My body needs to heal. The doctor, he repeats, and his lip curls. So now it is doctor that will decide what happens in my house. I keep my hands relaxed at my sides, even though my fingers are shaking. This is not about deciding for you. It is about my health. He moves closer. You think I do not know women like you? You start with health, and then it becomes disrespect. Next, you will start refusing me as if you are not married. I breathe in slowly, the way my friend Deborah taught me when things get tense. Michael, I am not refusing you. I am trying to stay alive. The sentence lands heavy between us. For a second, I think he will soften. I think he will finally hear me. Instead, his eyes harden. So you are saying I want you dead? I did not say that. I reply quickly. But you are not listening. I have been bleeding on and off for months. I have pain that comes like a knife. I still wake up at night and remember that day. You are not the one on that hospital bed. Michael's jaw clenches. Do you know what my mother told me? She said a wife who blocks pregnancy is a wife who has a plan. She said if you are preventing childbirth, it means you are planning to run. The room tilts slightly. So Mama Ife has entered this. I force my voice to stay calm. Mama Ife does not live in my body. She did not carry that pregnancy. She did not lose it. Michael points at the box again. You did not even tell me. I nod slowly. Because you do not allow me talk. Anytime I bring it up, you turn it into insult. You say I am weak. You say I am behaving like I am the only woman that has ever lost a baby. Michael's hand shoots out. He grabs my handbag from the side table and spills its contents onto the sofa like he is searching for a weapon. My wallet, my keys, my lip balm, my small notebook, a packet of pain relief tablets. Then he finds it. A second box, half used. He stares at it, then at me, breathing faster. You have been doing this for how long? He asks. I pause. I do not want to lie. I also do not want to feed his anger. 2 months, I say softly. Michael steps back as if I slapped him. 2 months. He walks to the door and locks it. I hear the click. I look at him. Why did you lock the door? He turns and his voice is quiet in a way that scares me more than shouting. Because you cannot be trusted. My heart begins to pound. Michael, do not start what you cannot finish. He walks to the small shoe rack near the door. I reaches underneath it and pulls out a small black pouch. He opens it and removes my passport, my ATM card, and the spare key to my sewing shop. I freeze. My sewing shop is my only income. A small place near Oselu Market, but it is mine. It is where I breathe. It is where customers call me Madam Faith with respect. It is the one part of my life that still feels like my own. Michael holds the pouch up. From today, you are not going anywhere without me. I take a slow step forward. You cannot take my things. He raises his chin. I can. I am your husband. My throat tightens. This is not marriage. This is prison. His eyes flash. Faith, do not provoke me. I lift my head. I am not provoking you. I am telling you the truth. Michael walks to the corner where my phone is charging. He unplugs it and slips it into his pocket. Something cold rushes through me. Michael, give me my phone. You will not be calling Deborah to fill your head, he says, and you will not be telling anybody nonsense. I step toward him and my voice cracks. I am not your child. He leans close, his breath warm with anger, then stop behaving like one. That night, he sleeps on the bed like nothing happened. I lie on the edge, staring at the ceiling, listening to the fan creak and the generator hum from a neighbor's compound. My body is tired, but my mind is running. In the morning, he wakes up, bathes, dresses for work, and drops a sentence like a stone into my lap. You will resign from that shop, he says, adjusting his cufflinks. You will stay home until you are pregnant. I sit up slowly. No. He stops. What did you say? I said no. I repeat, clearer this time. I will not resign. Michael walks back toward the bed. Faith, I am not asking you. This is not a debate. I look at him and realize something painful. The man in front of me is not discussing my health. He is discussing ownership. You think taking away my work will make pregnancy come faster? I ask quietly. He narrows his eyes. Your mouth is too strong these days. I keep my voice controlled. My mouth is strong because I have been swallowing pain for too long. Michael grabs my wrist suddenly. Not enough to injure me, but enough to remind me of his strength. Do not push me, he says. I pull my hand back. Do not touch me like that again. He stares at me, then turns away as if I am a problem he will solve later. When the door closes behind him, I move fast. I find my old small phone, the one I used before our wedding. I keep it hidden inside a fabric box under my sewing materials. The battery is low, but it turns on. I dial Deborah. She answers on the second ring, her voice is already alert. Faith! My voice comes out thin. It is me. Do not call this number back unless I call first. Silence. Then her tone tightens. What happened? He found the pills, I whisper, and he has taken my phone, my card, my passport. He locked me in yesterday. He wants me to resign. Deborah's breath hisses. Faith, that is control. That is abuse. I squeeze my eyes shut. Hearing the word makes the situation real in a way my mind has been avoiding. I need help. I say. Deborah does not waste time. Listen to me. Pack small. Documents you can find, a change of clothes, your medical file. Do you have your national ID? It is in my purse, I whisper. Good. When he leaves again, go to your neighbor's shop, Auntie Nosy. Tell her you need to make one call and you need her to keep quiet. Then call your brother. My brother, Daniel, lives in Ibadan with his family. We are not as close as we used to be, but he has always been steady. He has always shown up when it matters. What if Michael comes back? I ask. Faith, Deborah says, slower now. You cannot wait for him to change his mind. This will get worse. Today it is your phone. Tomorrow it is your body. A tremor runs through me. Okay. 2 days later, Michael does something that makes my stomach drop even lower. He brings Mama Ife to our house. I hear her voice from the corridor before I see her. Loud, certain, full of authority. Where is she? Mama Ife says. Where is the woman that wants to block destiny? Michael opens the door and steps aside like he is welcoming a judge. Mama Ife enters with her wrapper tied tight and her headscarf firm, as if she came to fight. She looks me up and down and makes a small sound of disgust. So you are the one. I stand up, greeting her out of habit. Good afternoon, Ma. She waves it away. Leave greeting. I did not come for greeting. Michael sits and folds his arms, watching like he is waiting for her to do the dirty work. Mama Ife points at me. When I married into my husband's house, I did not carry my own head. I carried family head. A woman that starts doing things in secret is a woman with bad spirit. I keep my face calm, but my chest is tight. Ma, I went to the hospital. It is medical. Mama Ife laughs loudly. Medical. That is what women say when they want to disobey. She turns to Michael. My son, do not beg her. Fear woman that wants to control childbirth. If she is not ready to carry your child, she is ready to carry another man's child. The sentence hits me like hot oil. My voice rises before I can stop it. Ma, that is a lie. Mama Ife snaps her head toward me. Look at her mouth. Look at her. Michael's eyes narrow, pleased that I reacted. It is like he wants me to look unstable, so he can justify his cruelty. I take a breath and slow myself down. Ma, I lost a pregnancy 8 months ago. I almost bled out. I was in pain for weeks. I still go for checkups. The doctor said I need time. That is why I took it. Mama Ife folds her arms. So you think you are wiser than a married home? I look at Michael. You told her. He does not deny it. A man does not keep secrets from his mother. My throat burns. But you keep secrets from your wife. You keep my phone, you keep my money, you keep my movement. Mama Ife's eyes widen. Movement, so you want to be roaming. Michael shifts, irritated. Faith, stop embarrassing me. I stare at him. You are already embarrassing yourself. The slap comes fast. Not a full hit across my face, but a sharp strike to my cheek that makes my head jerk sideways. For a second, the room goes silent. My hand rises to my cheek. The sting is not the worst part. The worst part is the calm on Michael's face afterward, like he has crossed the line and decided it is normal. Mama Ife's mouth opens in shock, then closes. Even she did not expect that in front of her. Michael exhales through his nose. Now you will learn. Something in me goes still. I do not scream. I do not run. I do not plead. I look at Mama Ife and speak quietly. Ma, I will not stay in a place where I am being handled like property. Mama Ife frowns, but her voice is smaller. Faith, do not talk nonsense. I turn to Michael. Give me my phone. He scoffs. You are not going anywhere. I nod once, like I am agreeing, but inside, I make a decision. That night, when Michael falls asleep, I move like someone who has been planning for days. I pack my small bag. I put in my ID card, 2 dresses, my medical file, and the small cash I have been hiding from market change. I cannot find my passport. I cannot find my ATM. I do not waste time searching too long. When I step into the corridor, my cheek still aches, but my mind is clear. I walk out through the back door. I slip into Auntie Ngozi's shop 2 compounds away, my heart beating hard. Auntie Ngozi looks up from her beans. Faith, what is it? My voice is quiet. Auntie, please, I need your phone. I need you to keep quiet. Her eyes scan my face, and she sees the truth immediately. She stands up without asking too many questions and hands me her phone. I call Daniel. He answers, sleepy and confused. Faith. I swallow. Daniel, I need you. His voice changes. What happened? He hits me, I say, and the words are like stones in my mouth. He took my phone. He took my documents. He is trying to stop me from working. Please, I need to leave tonight. There is a pause. Then Daniel's voice becomes firm. Where are you now? With a neighbor. Stay there. I am calling a ride for you. I do not go back inside that house. I close my eyes as relief breaks through the fear. Okay. 20 minutes later, a boat arrives. Auntie Ngozi walks me to the gate like a mother. She presses a small nylon into my hand with biscuits and water. Go, she whispers. You are not stubborn. You are protecting your life. When I reach the bus park, Daniel is already on speaker, organizing everything with quick calm. You will come to Ibadan, he says. You will rest first, then we will talk. As the bus starts moving, my hands finally begin to shake. My tears come silently, not loud. The streetlights outside blur. My cheek throbs. My stomach twists with grief because leaving is not a celebration, but it is also a kind of rescue. The next morning, my phone starts buzzing. Michael has found my old number. His first message is short. Others, come back home now. Then another. You are embarrassing me. Then another. You think you can run from your husband. I stare at the screen until my fingers stop trembling. Then I block him. 2 hours later, Mama Ife calls my brother's wife, Sarah. Sarah hands me the phone, her eyes worried. Mama Ife's voice cracks through the line. Faith, come back. This is marriage. You cannot behave like a child. I keep my tone respectful, but steady. Ma, I was slapped in front of you. He took my phone. He held my documents. He tried to stop me from working. That is not marriage. Mama Ifa hesitates. I hear something shift in her breathing, like she is remembering the look on my face when Michael struck me. Faith, she says softer. Michael is angry. Anger will pass. I answer quietly. Anger that takes your freedom does not pass. It grows. There is silence. Then Mama Ife speaks. Slower now. What do you want? I take a deep breath. I want my documents back. I want access to my shop. I want him to stop contacting me. If he refuses, I will go to the police. The word police lands heavy. In many families, it is treated like disgrace. But I am past the point of worrying about appearances. Mama Ife mutters something under her breath, then hangs up. 2 days later, Michael shows up in Ibadan. He comes with his friend Samuel, and he stands at my brother's gate like a man who expects to be welcomed. Daniel steps outside and closes the gate behind him, keeping the conversation in the street. I watch through the window, my stomach tight. Michael's voice carries, "This is my wife. Tell her to come out." Daniel's tone is calm, but firm. "You do not come to my house and demand anything." Michael laughs. "So she has started poisoning your head too." Daniel takes one step closer. "I heard you hit her." Michael's voice drops. "That one is between husband and wife." Daniel's eyes harden. "It is not between husband and wife when it becomes violence." Michael points at the gate. "Open this gate. I will take my wife home." Daniel's voice rises slightly. You will not take anyone from this house by force. If Faith chooses to talk to you, she will. But you will return her phone and documents first. Michael scoffs. I am not returning anything until she comes back. Daniel breathes out slowly. Then you are not seeing her. Michael starts shouting, and neighbors begin peeking through their curtains. Samuel tries to calm him. Michael, let us talk. But Michael is already spiraling, angry that he has lost control. Daniel pulls out his phone and speaks clearly, loud enough for the street. If you do not leave my gate now, I will call the police. Michael freezes. For the first time, his confidence flickers. He looks around. People are watching. He spits on the ground, then steps back. You people think you have won. Daniel does not flinch. This is not a game. This is a woman's life. Michael storms off, Samuel following. That evening, Deborah arrives from Benin City. When she walks into my brother's living room, she looks at my face and her eyes flash with anger. I will handle the legal part, she says immediately. He confiscated your documents and restricted your movement. That is serious. I sit with my hands in my lap. I just want peace, Deborah nods. Peace is not begged for. It is protected. The next week becomes a turning point. Deborah files a report. Daniel goes with me to the station. It is humiliating to sit under fluorescent lights, explaining your marriage to a stranger with a pen, but I do it anyway. Michael is summoned. He arrives in a crisp shirt, acting like the victim. He starts talking about disrespect. He starts talking about family dignity. Then the officer asks a simple question. Did you take her phone and documents? Michael pauses. He tries to lie. It was for her own good. The officer's voice becomes harder. Did you take it? Michael's shoulders stiffen. Yes. Did you lock her inside the house? Michael looks at Deborah like she is the enemy. I was trying to prevent her from making mistakes. The officer leans forward. You do not own an adult human being. Something in my chest loosens at those words. Not because the system always protects women, it does not. But because in this room, today, Michael is not being treated like a king. He is being treated like a man who crossed a line. The officer tells him to return my documents and stop contacting me. He warns him about harassment. He warns him about assault. Michael's face tightens. So you people are supporting disobedience. The officer's eyes remain cold. We are supporting law? Outside the station, Michael tries one more time. He steps close to me, voice low, urgent. Faith, this is the last chance. Come back and let us settle this in the house. Do not disgrace me. I look at him. I see the same man who locked the door, the same man who took my phone, the same man who hit me and then slept peacefully. I speak slowly. You disgraced yourself when you confused control for love. His eyes widen as if he cannot believe I said it out loud. I continue. I am not coming back to be managed. If you want healing, get help. If you want a wife, learn respect. Michael's mouth opens, then closes. He walks away, stiff with rage. 2 months pass. I return to Benin City, but I do not return to that house. I rent a small room behind my shop, close enough to work, far enough to breathe. Deborah checks on me almost every day. Daniel calls every evening, steady as sunrise. At first, I wake up in panic, expecting Michael's keys at the door. I keep listening for footsteps that never come. Then slowly, my body begins to calm. My appetite returns. My laughter returns in small pieces, like a song you thought you forgot. One afternoon, I am at the shop adjusting a dress on a mannequin when a woman walks in. She looks familiar. It is Mama Ife. The whole street seems to pause. My workers go quiet. Customers pretend to browse but listen with their eyes. Mama Eve stands at the entrance, her hands clasped in front of her. She looks older than she did in my living room that day. Less sure. Faith, she says, and her voice is not loud this time. I wipe my hands gently and step forward. Good afternoon, Ma. She nods and glances around the shop, like she is seeing my life for the first time. I came to talk, she says. I gesture to the chair near the corner. Sit, Ma. She sits slowly. I sit opposite her, keeping my spine straight. Mama Ife clears her throat. Michael is not himself. I do not rush to answer. She continues. He has been moving around like somebody that lost something. He is angry. He is ashamed. He says people are laughing at him. I meet her eyes. He should be ashamed. He took away my freedom. Mama Ife's lips press together. She nods once, reluctantly. That day, when he raised his hand, I did not expect it. I keep my voice calm. I did not expect it either. She exhales. Faith, I will not lie. In my time, women endured plenty. We called it patience. We called it wisdom. I watch her carefully. She shifts in the chair. But I have been thinking. Endurance that kills you is not wisdom. This sentence surprises me so much my throat tightens. Mama Ife looks down at her hands. If something happened to you, people would still blame you. They would say you provoked him. They would say you did not manage your home. She looks up again, eyes wet. I do not want that kind of story. For a moment, I see a different woman behind her authority. A woman who learned harsh lessons and passed them down like law. I speak softly. Ma, I did not leave because I hate Michael. I left because I love myself enough to live. Mama Ife nods slowly. Michael wants you back. I do not flinch. I want my peace. She sits there, absorbing it, then says something I did not expect. If you choose not to return, I will not curse you. The shop feels quieter than before, like even the air is listening. Mama Ife continues, voice low. I will tell him the truth, that a home is built with respect, not fear. My chest rises and falls. I do not trust the moment too quickly, but I accept it as a step. Thank you, Ma, I say. Mama Ife stands, adjusts a wrapper, and pauses at the door. Faith. Yes, Ma. She looks back at me. If you decide to have children one day, do it with joy, not pressure. Children are blessing. They are not proof. Then she leaves. A week later, Michael tries again. This time he does not come with shouting. He comes with a letter. Deborah reads it first. Her face remains unreadable as she hands it to me. Michael writes about regret. He writes about anger. He writes about losing his head. He writes about wanting to start fresh. But he does not write the words I need. He does not write, I took away your freedom and it was wrong. He does not write, I hit you and it was wrong. So I do not go back. Instead, I write my own plan. I expand my shop. I teach 2 young girls sewing. I go for counseling at a small clinic Deborah recommends. I continue my medical care without fear of punishment. I rebuild myself in quiet, practical steps. Months later, I run into Michael at a wedding. Not ours. Someone else's. He sees me across the hall and freezes. I am wearing a simple green dress. My head is up. My eyes are clear. He starts walking toward me, then stops when he sees Daniel beside me and Deborah on my other side. Michael's shoulders slump. He looks smaller than I remember. He does not approach. He turns away. And in that small moment, I understand the truth that took me too long to learn. Control is loud when you are trapped. It becomes quiet when you walk out. Moral lesson. Love that demands your silence, your movement, your work, or your body is not love. It is control wearing a familiar name. A healthy home is built on respect, consent, and care. When someone takes away your freedom to force obedience, they are telling you, who they are, believe them the first time, and choose safety over shame. I want your honest answers to these questions in the comments. Number 1, what lesson stood out to you most in Faith's story? Number 2, where do you think the line is between marital leadership and control? If stories like this speak to you, you are welcome here. Subscribe for more African stories where truth always finds its voice. Thanks for watching.